What is good, guys? It's Casey the Dream here. We're back with chapter 12 of He Bites. I'm trying my best. I just need to find motivation, Just like I'm trying my best to finish the series because this is actually a very long series, to be honest. And plus, you have the second book, you have the sequel. Alright. It started with a sneeze, which I assume both of us brushed off as dust. However, several sneezes later, his face was paler and had gotten a green tint on it, and he was now coughing and looked like he was ready to collapse at any given moment. I think it's time to admit to yourself that you're sick, I said. He shook his head childishly, but seemed to regret it soon after as he tried to balance himself. I swear at times I wonder if you're actually a grown man instead of a small child, I said, throwing him over my shoulder. He tried struggling out of my grip, but it was no use. I set him onto the couch and flicked on the television. Don't move. Can you do that on your own, or will I have to use compulsion? I asked seriously. Oh my god, isn't that really ironic? I'm sick and I'm reading something about a sick day. Okay, alright, let's do it. I asked seriously. He crossed his arms and mumbled, I could do it on my own good. I'll be back with some blankets, I said, kissing his forehead. He seemed to quit his mumbling after that and sank into the couch. I went into the closet and got the fluffiest and warmest blanket I could find. I also grabbed a pillow and made my way back to the living room. To my surprise, Jack actually listened to me and stayed put where I left him. Looks like I will have to use compulsion after all. I placed a pillow on his side and threw a blanket over him. Vampires don't get sick, right? He asked. Yeah, we don't get sick. I asked slightly. I think that was an error. I think that means said, but I said slightly confused. Before I could proceed, an arm pulled me onto the couch. Well, then, body heat is much more effective, he said, hugging me. I turned us around, so my back was against the back of the couch and Jack's back was on my chest. We like that for hours, just talking. I would get up every once in a while to get Jack some medicine, and even I made a quick run to the grocery store to get some soup. You should really be more careful. You're sick and surrounded by the supernatural now, I sighed, taking a seat next to him. He rested his forehead on my lap, looking up to me with a smile. It's not that bad. I have you after all. You sounding way too happy for someone in his predicament. Yeah, you do. I smiled down, running onto him, running my hands through his soft hair. I've been meaning to ask you, ask, are we, together, like, like a couple? He stammered as he was saying his sentence. He looked to his hands and he was playing with, and he got a bunch, and got a tint of blush on his cheek. Well, I don't know. It's not I know it's not the most romantic time to ask, but Jack, would you like to be my boyfriend? I asked. I knew he was going to say yes but for some reason I still was nervous and anxious for an answer. Of course, he said, wrapping his arms around my neck and pulling my face down to meet our lips, to meet his. Our lips were about to touch when a knock came to the door. "I'll get it," I grumbled, gently lifting Jack's head and put a pillow back in place for him to be comfortable, and made my way to the door. I opened the door to see Yami standing here. "What do you want?" I asked, crossing my arms, staying the doorway. To clear up this misunderstanding, of course, I know it seemed like I hurt Sheen and why and whatnot. "But you have to hear me out," he said. "Yami, maybe some other time," I said, annoyed. "He ruined it," I said, knowing he had ruined a moment. "He's going to die, you know. Just watch. You love him so much, and when he dies, you have to continue on living. Don't come running me. I give you a chance to be with someone who would be there for you for all eternity. You think he's going to want to turn himself into a monster for you like I did?" "I don't think so," he snapped. I was taken aback. I never seen Yami look so insane. When I didn't say anything, he looked around me. "He's here right now, isn't he?" "Well, give him a message for me. He'll pay for ignoring my warning." "You'll all pay," he yelled. Before he vanished. After that show, I rushed to see if Jack was still there. And to my pleasant surprise, he was still watching television, calmly. He must have seen so odd and gross. Well, whoa, okay. Into the show, he didn't hear the conversation. When I sat down, we didn't talk. He watched the television as I ran my hands through her hair. Hands through my hair. You aren't a monster," Jack said randomly. I looked down to see his attention was no longer on the TV. I opened my mouth to speak, but he cut me off. "I don't know how many times I have to tell you that before you get it, but just so you know, I keep reminding you until you do get it." "Heal," he said. "Heal? Really, Kieran? Heal?" He said, serious. He has a point though. What if you're dying and I can't bear it, so I changed you without your consent?" I asked. "I still have plenty of years left until my death, hopefully, Mark. There's no need to focus so much on the future. Let's just focus on now. Plus, who said I would be against vampirism?" "Vampirism? I don't know," I asked. He said, "When did you get so wise?" I asked, ruffling his hair. "No idea, but just know that we should focus on us now. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, okay?" "Okay," he asked, as though he was a father talking to a child. Alright, I smiled as I pulled down by my shirt and the collar, and was slightly surprised when Jack's lip met mine, but I was quick to respond. His lips were soft and tasted a little There's a little like mint for some reason. I was going to pull away thinking he needed air, but his lips followed mine, causing me sorry guys, causing me to chuckle. If you want more, you're going to have to get it. I tease with a smile. Challenge deceptive. Okay, I think kikiness are gonna start. I don't know, but okay. Challenge accepted, he said with a grin. He seemed to be full of surprises today as he sat up and strudled me. His lips stopped centimeters from my own. I could feel his breath mixed with mine, and I looked into his eyes. The eyes twinkle in amazement. Are you gonna kiss me or just stare? He asked. You got cockier and cockier. You get cockier and cockier every day, I stated. Don't deny that you love it, he said. I'm not denying, I said. I pulled him in gently by the back of his forehead. He grabbed onto my shoulders. Oh, my hands found his hips. He pulled away, leaving his forehead on my own. Looks like you're feeling better, I chuckled. Jack's moment of confidence seemed to fade as his face flustered, rested red, and looked down shyly. I pulled Jack off of my lap and sat him beside me so I could cuddle him. We ended up talking all evening and watched some random movie. Around midnight, I looked over to see he had fallen asleep in what seemed to be the most adorable way possible. His head was resting on my shoulder, and he had a little adorable smile on his face, which seemed like the nightmare wasn't bothering him tonight. As I thought about the nightmare, I could feel my smile fade. I knew I would have to deal with that soon. After all, the blood moon. Gosh. After all, the blood moon was in 3 nights. I looked at Jack again and moved some hair from his face. Well, at least we had a calm day today, and all I could do was hope that it would continue like this. Even deep down, I knew it wouldn't. Oh God, finally! You don't know how many times I re-recorded this over and over again, guys. Wow, I finally finished the chapter. This is chapter 12, A Sick Day of Heat Bites. More to come. More on the way. Have a good day, guys. It's Casey the Dream signing out. Love you lots. Goodbye bye.